Hello, children. Hope you are well and safe at home. So, today we are going to start a new chapter of Standard 5 English Mulberry book, Chapter 7 The Big Friendly Giant. So, here is a table in which types and the definitions of the stories are given. Okay, so let's see and match them. Fantasy. Fantasy is a story about an unusual, adventurous event. Okay, then mystery. Mystery is what? A story where problems are solved by following clue. Okay, then folktale, a story passed on by the group of people describing the way of life and belief. Then science fiction, a story with a scientific theme, usually about space and life on other planet. So, science fiction, a story with a scientific theme, usually about space and life on other planet. Fable, a story with a moral. Comedy, a humorous story with a happy ending. So this we have completed. Next, the author of the story is Ronald Dell, who was born in 1916 and died in 1990. Was born in Cardiff, Wales. He wrote many novels and short stories, both for children and adults. His story for children like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Matilda continues to be popular and are known for their unique sense of humor and unexpected ending. Okay, so let's move. Yeah, let us read about a boy called Danny who loved the stories that his father told him. Okay, then my father was not what you would call an educated man, and I doubt if he had read 20 books in his life. But he was a marvelous storyteller. He used to make up a bedtime story for every single night, and the best one turned into serials and went for many nights and nights running. So here he is saying that his father was normal and educated man, and he also says that his father has not read more than any more this 20 books also, 20 story books, but he was marvelous. His father was very nice storyteller. He used to make up a bedtime story for every single night, and the best one turned into serial and went on for many nights running. One of them, which must have gone on for at least 50 nights, was about an enormous fellow called the Big Friendly Giant, or BFG for short. The BFG was 3 times as tall as an ordinary man, and his hands were as big as wheelbarrow. He lived in a vast underground cavern not far from our filling station, and he only came out into the open when it was dark. So here he is saying that one of the story which went for 50 nights and was a new enormous fellow. The story was of an enormous fellow who was Big Friendly Giant. In short, we can say the BFG. Okay, the BFG was very tall and as an 3 times tall as ordinary man, and his hands were as big as wheelbarrows. Okay, he lived under a vast underground cavern, means cave, not far from filling station. Here filling station means petrol pump, and he only came out into the open when it is dark, means at night time he used to come out. Then Inside the caravan, he had a powder factory where he made more than 100 different kinds of powder. Okay, inside his cave, inside BFG's cave, there were more than thousands, hundred of powder, different kinds of powder, magic powder. Okay, he used to make in his factory. Occasionally, as he told his stories, my father would strip up and down, waving his arm and waggling his finger, but mostly he would sit close to me on the edge of my bunk and speak very softly. So he's saying that whenever his father used to say the story, he used to stride up and down, means move up and down, like here, there, then waving his hand. Okay, waving means moving his hand, wiggling his finger, moving his fingers, and mostly he would sit close to the edge of the of his bed. Bug means small child bed. Okay, and speak very softly. The great friendly giant make his magic powder out of dreams that children dream when they are asleep. He said, okay, what he said? He used to make his magic powders of the dreams which children dream when they are asleep. Then the boy asked, how? Tell me how, Dad? Then dreams, my love, are very mysterious thing. You see, they float around in the night air like little clouds, searching for sleeping people. Can you see them? I asked. He asked his father, can you see them? Then his father said, nobody can see them. Then how does the big friendly giant catch them? He is asking, then nobody can see, then how he catches the dreams? Then his father said, my father my father said that is an interesting part. A dream, you see, goes drifting through the night air, make a teeny buzzing humming sound, a sound so soft and low it is impossible for ordinary people to hear it. But the BFG can hear it easily. His sense of hearing is absolutely fantastic. I loved the far intent look on my father's face when he was telling a story. His face was pale and still and distant, unconscious of everything around him. So his father said that this is an interesting part. The dreams we see at night goes is drifting means in the air, okay, mixed with the air, going here and there through the night air, makes a tiny buzzing humming sound, a sound so soft and low. Okay, and it is impossible for the ordinary people to hear it, but the BFG can hear it easily. His sense of hearing is absolutely fantastic. And he also says that his father used to make an intent and different kind of face. Okay, his face become pale and still means on focusing in one thing, and is unconscious of everything else what is in around the room. Okay, then the BFG can hear the tread of a lady footstep as she walks across a leaf. He can also hear the whispering of ants as they scurrying around the soil talking to one another. He can hear the sudden shrill cry of pain a tree gives out when a woodman cuts into it with an axe. Ah, yes, my darling, there is a whole world of sound around us that we cannot hear because our ears are simply not sensitive enough. So, BFG here, father says that BFG can hear a small, very, very low sound which our ears cannot hear. Okay, for example, he can hear a sound of a lady bird when she walks on the leaf. Okay, and he can also hear a sound of whispering ants when they are moving in the ground. Okay, and he also can hear a shrill of sudden shrill means when the trees are cut, the sound the trees are making. Okay, that also this BFG can hear. Okay, but we cannot hear this all sound because our ears are very, very sensitive. What happened when he catches the dream? I asked. He imprisoned them in a glass bottle and screwed the top down tight. My father said he had thousands of these bottles in his cave. Does he catch bad dreams as well as good ones? Yes, my father said he catches both, but he only uses good one in his powder. What does he do with the bad ones? He exploits them. Okay. Here the boy was asking that what he do, what happens after catching them. Then the father said he used to imprison them, means keep it in a bottle and close the cap tightly, and he has thousands of bottle in his cave. And then he says that then boy asked, he catches bad as well as good dreams? Then his father said yes, both the dreams he catches, but he used in the powder good dreams only in his powder. Then the boy asked, how what about bad dreams, what he do with that? Then the father said he used to exploit them. He used to exploit means burst out, or means destroy them. Okay. Then it is impossible to tell you how much I love my father. When he was sitting close to me on my bunk, I would reach out and slide my hand into his, and then he would fold his long fingers around my fist, holding it tight. Okay, now the boy is saying that how I can't explain how I feel when my father used to say me the story. Okay, when he sit near to me and when he used to say the story, that time I put my hand in his arms and I hold it tightly, and the father also hold his hand, his fist means mutti, with his long hand, and used to say the story. He loved this part very very nice, very very more. Okay. Then what does the BFG do with this powder after he has made them? I asked. Then the boy again asked his father, what does he do, father, with the powders? In the dead of night, my father said, okay, at the night time, his father said at the night time he goes is prowling through the villages, searching for houses where children are asleep. Okay, it means what prowling means? Prowling means moving very very slowly, and so that no like animals you have seen na, hiding and moving, so that nobody if someone see and hunt them, so for keeping him safe, he moves very slowly and hiding himself and through the village, searching for the house where the children are asleep. Because of his great height, he can reach windows that are 1 and even 2 feet up, and when he finds a room with a sleeping child, he opens his suitcase. Okay. Then what is that suitcase, the boy asked. The BFG always carries a suitcase and a blowpipe. 2 things he always carry. Okay, my father said the blowpipe is as long as lamp post. Okay, lamp post means lamp post, like a type of this pipe. Okay, which is lamp post is lamp at the street lights are there na, there are some lamp posts also there. Okay, at the streets some lights are there which has only the long that iron this long pipe, and the up only this bulb is there. Okay, that is lamp post. So he has very very, the blowpipe is very very long as lamp post. The suitcase is for powder, so he opens the suitcase and select exactly the right powder. As he put it into the blowpipe, and he shielded the blowpipe in through the open window, and poof. Okay, shield means take the blowpipe, move towards the window, which window is open and the children are sleeping there. He put it and foo it. Foo it means he this in the air, he blows the powder in the air, and the powder floats around the room, and the children breathe it in. And then what, I asked, and the boy asked, and after that? Then his father said, Danny, the child, began to dream a marvelous, fantastic dream. And when the dream reaches its most marvelous and fantastic moment, then the magic powder really takes over. And suddenly, a dream is not a dream any longer, but it's really happening, and the child is not asleep in bed. He is fully awake and actually in the place of dream is taking part in the whole thing. I mean really taking part in the real life. More about that tomorrow. It's getting late. Good night, Danny. Go to sleep. My father kissed me and then he turned down the wick of the little paraffin lamp. Wick means a small type of in a oil lamp outside. One stick is coming and it is round shape is there, so that we can turn it on, turn it off. So that is known as wick of the little paraffin lamp, oil lamp. Until the flame went out, he seated himself in front of the wood stove, which now made a lovely red glow in the room. Okay, so here till here we have finished our chapter, explanation of the chapter, children. So in the next class we will do the grammar part with the question answers. So till that, thank you.